Hey everybody, this is Jennifer with Giddy Up Hallmark, and if you want to know all about Loveuary 2026, then keep on watching. I've decided that I am going to wait till the end of the month and go over all of the movies that Hallmark premiered and start picking my favorite. I don't know if I really did that during like the Winter Escape. If I had to pick, I think I would probably say for the Winter Escape, Lost in Paradise, which starred Ian Harding and Lacey Chabert. Like, chef's kiss. Loved it. I am super excited to go over these 4 movies with you, kind of let you know about them, and then rate them, and then tell you which one was my favorite. So before we get started, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Giddy Up Hallmark. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just go ahead and click subscribe and click that notification bell. That way you're notified each and every time that I do upload. All right guys, so without any further ado, let's get started. So I'm working with the camera and the lighting. Like, I use my phone, but my ring light is so bright. I've got the shades open, but you can see the blinds in my glasses. Like, glasses and YouTube don't mix. Okay, so this year, 2026, Hallmark released 4 new movies during the month of February, and they were all under the title Loveuary. And I don't know, the hype, I feel like we went from, like, when you come out of Christmas, I've said this before, the hype is there. Like, we want to come out of Christmas feeling happy, and Winter Escape brought it home. They released this first movie, Lost in Paradise, with Lacey and Ian, and it was such an incredible movie that it kind of set the tone. It set the bar for the year, or so I thought. But I was not highly impressed with Loveuary, and that just might be me. Like, there were incredible actors, incredible movies, please don't get me wrong. I just wasn't as excited about some of these as I was the Winter Escape. Now, I just saw a promo for March and spring, and I'm not sure if they'll do like March and April. I'm not really sure. I'm excited about that, but we're here today to talk about Loveuary, so let's dive on in. So first off, we have The Way to You. I said the wrong title. Oops. And this stars Kim Matula and Aaron O'Connell. I was not sure I was going to like this movie. It took me a minute to get into it, but once I did, I was hooked. The Way You Are is about 2 people who met separate people on the subway, and they had instant connections with these people. Well, there is like a power outage or something, and they lose that person. Like, Kim loses her person, Aaron loses his person, and they both decide to like put an ad in the, I don't even know if it was a paper, some kind of online thing. They both put an ad. They meet up to, meet thinking that it's each other, and it's not. And what happens is, Kim kind of forgets about the guy that she met, but Aaron's really hung up on meeting his lady. So Kim offers to help him, which is pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's based in a big city, and I believe New York City, and I really, really enjoyed the vibe of it. Kind of like Unexpected Valentine with Lacey Chabert and Robert Buckley last year. I kind of enjoyed the vibe of it, the vibe of a big city, and it might not have been New York City. I'm really like blanking out, I'm sorry, but it was just a really good all-around film. Wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but again, once they had me in, they had me hooked, and I enjoyed it. So The Way You Are is gonna come in at a whopping 4 stars. Well done. All right, so the next movie that Hallmark released released for Loveuary was Because of Cupid, which stars our little cutie patootie Evan Roderick and Amy Groening. I'm not sure if I said her last name right, I apologize. But Amy and Evan are basically, they work at this restaurant. They've been friends for a long time. He really has feelings for her, and somebody gives him like a potion. It's kind of like a love potion. So he ends up drinking this potion and just starts singing to her about how much he's in love with her. And like these other couples start falling in love, and like they're gonna make these huge decisions, but then there ends up being like a cure. What was kind of cool about this one was it actually had Cupid come down. So this was like a Santa version, like a Christmas version of Valentine's Day. Instead of it having Santa Claus, they had Cupid, and he would come down and he gave them a potion, and then he gave them, you know, the way to reverse it, and if they were truly in love, it would stick. She's afraid that he's truly not in love with her, but he's like, I really am. And they kind of go back and forth. They enter into a competition about mocktails. Anyways, it all comes down to he is in love with her and she's in love with him, and it was really romantic, and they were super stinking cute together. Evan is just a cutie anyways, and so I thought that it was a good movie. It was not my favorite, but it was a cute movie, and that is why I'm going to give Because of Cupid a 3.5 star rating. All right, so for number 3, we have The Stars Between Us. This movie starred Sarah Drew and Matt Long. And okay, I'm not going to try to talk about this for a long time. Hallmark, when I say they, I mean Hallmark or whoever produced it, whoever came up with this idea, kudos to ya. So it shows the very beginning. It's at the Eclipse like 7 years ago, I think it says. And it shows Sarah, you know, she's with somebody and Matt's character is with somebody. And they end up bumping into each other and meeting each other and kind of had that chemistry, but they knew they had other people and romances. And what I thought was so cool about this movie, I don't believe I've ever seen it done. Like over the holidays, we had movies like We Met in December, which was Autumn Reeser and Now Mater, where they meet, they lose each other, but they it'll go back and forth. And there's another movie with Nikki DeLoach and Warren Christie, and I believe it was the Christmas before, but I could be wrong on the timelines of that. But anyways, instead of doing that, it shows them meeting, and then they don't see each other again until the end of the movie. Whoever thought of that was taking a risk and was absolutely genius. There were, two separate lives going on. They were in the same place again, and wow. I'm speechless. Like seriously, the way that they made those movies were incredible. Well done. People at Hallmark, y'all did so good to not let them see each other for the whole movie, but yet it kept your interest. The entire movie kept your interest. So, that being said, I have to give this movie 5 stars. This one is getting a 5-star rating because of the uniqueness of it, and I just really felt like well done. It was a very good movie, but it also just, I don't know, it was so unique. So 5 stars. I can't even say any more. The Stars Between Us. Let's go. All right, so last but definitely not least is Romance at Hope Ranch. This movie stars Allison Sweeney and Gabriel Hogan. This movie, I personally loved how they were having the Giddy Up dance.
Well, it's me again. I messed up. It's called the Giddy Up Gala.
And they said giddy up like 500 times. And like, I am not even kidding. I will probably try to edit in where she's saying giddy up.
For the Giddy Up Gala.
Giddy Up Gala. The Giddy Up Gala.
For the Giddy Up Gala. Giddy Up Gala. Giddy Up Gala. The Giddy Up Gala. Giddy Up Gala.
Because I was so excited, like giddy up Hallmark, hey-o. I thought that was so cool. But she buys a ranch and she decides to move and, take over this ranch. And then of course, Gabriel, I think they knew each other before and possibly dated. I could be getting that from nowhere. I don't know, but I believe that was that was the case. And they meet up again, and they just it's just kind of a chill movie set on a ranch. And if you are into Western life, then you will totally love this movie. They had cute chemistry, like really good chemistry together. And I felt like it was a good movie. It was not my favorite, but of course it all works out in the end, and they get to do the giddy up dance. Why do I keep wanting to call it the giddy up dance? I know I'm going to play this clip and like it'll show what they're actually calling it, so I apologize. But anyways, I love that it all comes together, because there's at one point they don't think that they'll be able to pull it off. So I love that it all came together. So I am going to be giving this movie a 3-star rating. Well done. I love Ali Sweeney. I really do. Like, she has made so many Hallmark movies and been in so many things in general. She's a really good actress, and I really enjoyed the movies. So Romance at Hope Ranch. Alright guys, so I got to thinking I was gonna say which one my favorite was, but I guess you kind of already know that because I give them a rating. But sometimes I'm gonna have movies where I give 2 or 3 of the movies 5 stars, so I still want to go over which one is my favorite. And on this one, it has to go to the stars between us, just again for the way that the camera did its thing. Like, the movie did not show these two together again till almost the very end, and I just really thought that was creative, and I thought it was really awesome. So congratulations, the star between us is going to be my favorite for Loveuary, and there we go. Alright guys, so thank you so very much for watching. Please let your friends know if they like Hallmark. Come on down to my channel. Please join. Please subscribe. Give me some love. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to try to start making different types of videos, not just like review videos, but I'm in the middle of trying to just get my thoughts intact, and it's a very busy time at work, but that's okay. I will get it together and get it out to you. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Can't wait to see you in the next one, and I will see you soon. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up dance. All right, have a good day. Bye.